blame, you mad it.
I've been getting on my BNB and stacking it. Pairing it with EMP and then I'm LP. How to get myself a bag before the bull run. How to take some shit, stick it in the ballroom. I've been getting on my BNB and stacking it. Pairing it with EMP and then I'm LP. How to get myself a bag before the bull run. How to take some shit, stick it in the ballroom. E-pop got me waiting 3 more hours. Sticking all these years higher than a tower. Having all these nodes feel like superpowers. Investing all this bread, never been a coward. Call me Mr. Bond, money in the vault. I stay in the front, feeling like the goal. Don't worry about the haters, not the detonator. I'll kill in every market, call me Terminator. I've been getting on my BNB and stacking it. Pairing it with EMP and then I'm LP. How to get myself a bag before the bull run. How to take some shit, stick it in the ballroom. I've been getting on my BNB and stacking it. Pairing it with EMP and then I'm LP. How to get myself a bag before the bull run. How to take some shit, stick it in the ballroom.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to EMP.Money. My name is AJ, I am the team lead here, and this is our daily live AMA and alpha slash update event that we do every single day. Again, typically we do our rollover as well with Detonator and Reactor, but we are going to be switching up the format of these AMAs and the time as well with our new time savings or time zone changes for those of you around the world. So we'll have more info on that hopefully early next week. And again, these AMAs are really going to be geared more towards updates and strategy, make them a little more short and to the point, but also give everybody a chance to ask questions as well. So we have another huge bit of news and announcements and alpha, a bunch of stuff to get to today. But before we get into all that, make sure you compound on Reactor. You have about 4 minutes remaining. If you're already in our protocol and in Reactor, please compound. If you're not, then we will explain all of that a little bit later in this live stream. But without further ado, I also want to introduce my co-host with the most, Bull Gates. Bull, how are you, bro?
Really good. I think we got a lot to get. Yeah, I'm choking up, so I'm so excited. Truly, let's get to it. There's a lot of stuff to do. 3 minutes to compound, people, so good luck to everybody.
All right, awesome. Yes, absolutely. And LA, again, another one of our team members will be here as well, filling in some other alpha from today. So, all right, yes, like Bill said, let's get to it. And somebody, I already see some comments on YouTube. Again, please like, comment, and subscribe. You will want to be on YouTube today. We're going to go through a lot of things with the screen capture. So if you're on Telegram, you won't be able to see that. So, and they say nice background music. So yeah, shout out to DeFi Proof for doing our intro video and our background music. So again, please like, comment, and subscribe. But let's go ahead and jump right in. So give me 1 minute while I pull up my notes for today, and we will get started. Alright, so the first bit of alpha today is something that a lot of you have been asking for, and we are super excited to say that we have struck a deal with Rarity Sniper, which is a Rarity and analytic reporter of NFTs across chain. So all of that info will be rolling out soon, but Rarity Sniper is a independent platform that will rank all of our NFTs based on rarities. It will also tell you, what traits are more rare than others, and this will be really exciting for the value of the secondary market when you again are not only trading your NFTs based on what they yield, but also how rare it is. So this also comes with a big marketing push as well, especially to the Ethereum community. Again, we were the largest independent NFT mint on the Binance Smart Chain or the BNB network. Usually all the volume and money is on ETH, but now we'll be able to attract those investors as well by marketing to them. So they have over 500,000 monthly visitors to their website. They have an awesome Twitter, and so not only is it going to be ranking all of the rarities, but it will also be a marketing partnership with them as well, and they'll be driving all the volume back to NF Trade, NFT Trade, no, only one T, that is our official secondary marketplace. So again, all the traffic will be built in, and if you have not picked up one of the NFTs yet, there's been a lot of volume today. People are the floor is fluctuating. Some they're still above mint price, but I know a few people that got a really good deal today. So keep an eye out on the NFTs and the market, and you may be able to pick a few up at a good price before again the Treasury starts implementing a floor sweep where we're buying our own NFTs back over time, and that will theoretically drive up the price as well. So really excited about that. Buller LA, anything you want to add about that before we move to the next part?
I think
It's
just
another
like
tool in the toolbox, right? I mean,
Exactly, another tool in the toolbox. So yeah, 100%. And again, I know a lot of you have been asking for it, so we're excited to reveal that, and we'll see, how lucky you all got with some rare traits. So, all right, and so the second big thing was what I alluded to in um, my post today. For those of you on Telegram and Discord, I made a post explaining our infinite money loop. And so I did a recording today with one of our army members, Chris Farrell, who is a Brit fellow, well, not fellow Brit. I consider him a fellow Brit. I guess I'm a Brit by
I
association,
knew
but
it.
yeah, there
Knew
you
it.
go, Bull. I know, you know, Bull. So anyway, he's an amazing guy. Has a ton of um, knowledge and ability to make it easy to explain how our ecosystem works. He has a private course that he offers of his own that has onboarded a ton of people into not only DeFi as a whole, but EMP. So again, I know a lot of you are here because of Chris, and so we did an awesome, about a 15-minute video today that we will be releasing on our own YouTube page as well as our website. So a lot of you really loved that we had a pop-up on the website explaining our PEG recovery plan and the plans for the future that we released a few weeks ago. This will be the same sort of concept where even if you're not coming to the AMAs, you will be able to watch this video and know how to utilize your EMP and your other rewards the best way possible. And again, I'm going to go through that in about 1 minute live with all of you here on YouTube. So, but that being said, LA, I know you're putting the final touches on the video, but that should be up within the next 24 hours, right?
yep, it should be up tonight.
All right, there you go. That's bullish. So, again, keep an eye out for that video on our own YouTube page, and then it'll be on the website within, a few more days after that. So, that's exciting. So, and again, after I get to a few more announcements, I'll go over everything we talked about in that video live. So, all right, the next big bit of news is our X Row single staking farm partnership. So, um, we mentioned this yesterday. We're rolling out more and more info as we get it, but we've seen a lot of people jump into this with some great results. So, XGrow is another protocol that we partnered with. They are the same protocol through our cultivator, the Detonator as a Service contract, and they're again one of the most involved DeFi platforms out there. They're the same people behind Growth. Growth DeFi is their umbrella, but they're the same people behind Hypermine as well as Xperp. So again, all three of those platforms have been performing very well, and so we had an arrangement with them where they have a single staking EMP farm, and there is no deposit fee, but there's a 2.5 withdrawal fee, 2.5% withdrawal fee. You stake your EMP in that pool, and then you earn Xperps, and then you have to claim your rewards every day at 1 UTC, or they will expire. So just like in Detonator and Reactor, if you don't claim your rewards for that day, you will lose out on those rewards. Detonator and Reactor, you still get it on the back end, but with their mechanism, you lose out on them permanently. However, that's really bullish because that allows them to reward even more to those that are paying attention and have that daily engagement. So really exciting stuff from them. Again, they are a trusted partner, but everybody do your own research before getting involved. And we should have them, the team, on to explain this in the next day or two on one of our AMAs as well. So again, the best thing to do right now is to go to their Telegram. They're very active on Telegram. Again, all the links will be in the description and our socials, and then ask them the details on the single staking pool. But it's a great way to earn on your EMP without having to sell it. And so, again, one thing we go over in the video with Chris is don't sell your EMP. And, a lot of people are think that that's crazy because they're so used to the traditional model of having to sell the native asset to profit in an ecosystem. So when we say don't sell EMP, people are like, what do you mean don't sell EMP? How do I make money here? Well, you make money through eShare. And so that's what we said all along, and I will literally show you in about 1 minute on how you can do that. So, Bull, I know you.
I'll hold my breath. Tell me when it's ready.
I
Do you
know,
mind if
brother.
I just add?
Yeah.
Do you mind if I just add one thing to the single staking farm?
Yes, please do, LA. And Bull, I would love you to elaborate too. I know you have a great relationship with the ex-grower guys. So, yeah, go ahead, LA.
So just so that you can kind of put it in your own time zone and everything, there's just like Detonator and Reactor, there's a countdown clock at the top of the page, and you can claim anytime prior to 1 UTC. So, it doesn't have to be exactly at that time. It's just any time prior. And it's kind of like Detonator where, if it's 1 hour before, you get a certain percentage of your rewards. If it's 2 hours before, you get a certain percentage of your rewards. So try to claim as close to 1 UTC as possible, but anytime before 1 UTC, basically. So that's it. That's all I wanted to add.
No, great point, LA, for sure. I mean, again, people, getting into that pool, you have to have a long-term mindset as well, because there is that 2%, 2.5% fee on withdrawals. So you don't want to just, deposit, then withdraw, then deposit again. The idea is to take a percentage of your EMP and just put it in that pool, and then use it as a earning mechanism on your EMP without selling it. And that is something that we talk about a lot. And again, we'll go over it in depth in about 1 more minute. But the idea is that you're actually able to make more money by utilizing your EMP properly than selling your EMP. So again, this is just another example of that in action. So yeah, go ahead, Bull. I know, again, you have a great relationship with the X-Grow team as well. They're one of the good guys trying to, not only help our protocol, but in turn help their protocol through our success. So you want to say a few words on that? Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, a few kind words, of course. it's always about the good guys. It's about people that are, for lack of a better term, growing good things in their ecosystem, and that's good. And so I would encourage everybody, obviously, to look at the ecosystem as a whole first, and then figure out where your strategy fits into that. And with that, like, I'll just point out one thing, and like you said, the team is going to come on tomorrow, so I think going in, looking at how their ecosystem looks, how the Telegram looks, getting a feel for it is going to help you ask better questions for when those individuals show up. And then being able to pose those better questions, you're going to be able to make better decisions. But, this is just another tool in the toolbox of what to do with EMP. But I will point out, for the people that are going to just jump in and not do any research, there's a little 10x button on there, but that is not 10x what the APR says. It's 10x of like the normal rewards are being that's 10x of the reward that is normally being distributed is being distributed to support that pool. And so don't jump in thinking you're going to get 10x your rewards. It's just being rewarded 10x in there to supply so that you can supply EMP and they can supply rewards to that pool for you. And but the best thing you can do is research and see how that ecosystem works, and get those questions ready for tomorrow for the people that built that ecosystem, because they're going to be able to give you the best nuanced answers of what to do, and you want to be as well prepared as possible when you do that. So, but I think AJ is going to go into a lot more depth about all the opportunities to use EMP here, and then also outside our ecosystem. So.
Yeah, absolutely, Bull. So we're going to jump right into that. And, no matter all the due diligence we're able to do, all of these partnerships and other opportunities that are outside of our ecosystem, obviously make sure you do your own research. We don't have any control over that, but we do partner with protocols that have all of our best interests in mind. And again, XGrow and Growth DeFi, they're also investors into the protocol. So obviously they don't want to do things that hurt the overall protocol. They want to do things that help the protocol. And that's the beauty here at EMP, is that, we're all part of this, decentralized economy. We're all, part owners in the protocol. And so it's up to all of us to support the protocol to get the best results. So again, I'm going to go into that right now. So, all right, let me pull up my screen, and then I will go over the infinite money loop, which a lot of you that are new here, think that it might be too good to be true, but it really is powerful, and I'll show you what that means. And even if you're an OG, this will be a good refresher for you as well.
Can I say one thing right before you say this, because it's a perfect segue? So
please,
I was... Oh, thank you. Do I have lag? I seem like I have lag or something. Sorry. When I was speaking to somebody today, a community member that's been here for a long time, a really great contributor, and ironically or coincidentally, they came through Chris's group as well. A lot of great people here from Chris's group, and they were telling me their experience with crypto, and that they came in through trading bots and a different program, right? That not from Chris, but a different group, but they found EMP through Chris. And so they lost like $15,000 on trading bots, and they were really discouraged about crypto, and were really kind of ready to give up. But because Chris had a class on it, and he had built such good rapport with his his students over the years, or his friends, let's call them, I guess, over the years, when he offered an EMP class, this person was very intrigued about, like, well, what's EMP? And, Chris went over it, and she's like, well, it sounded too good to be true. It just doesn't seem possible. And so, she was very skeptical, and, she said she couldn't believe it, but after some time, she's like, what? She's like, these numbers are going, like crazy. And, of course they came in during she came in during the big peg wave. And, she said she just couldn't believe it, like looked at the screen and just surprise. And, And it was the, like, the AMA behind this that really, gave her a lot of confidence in the project, because as I've said before, different people can speak to different people in different ways. And, I keep saying that her experience in crypto was, very mechanical and kind of rigid because of trading bots. Like, you're really kind of out of, like completely it's out of your hands completely. Like, you have no power. And so to see like the people involved in the community and on these AMAs and like how the economics worked was like an epiphany. And to see that happen, like like over time, and that experience of people that had been in crypto, and I think everybody has experienced this to some degree, where you just feel powerless to do anything. And here you really do have power, and then to see that there's like honest, like people behind this, and economics that are really solid, and math and code, and like her mind was blown. And to see like that put into practice, and hear that, like, made me feel really good that we're reaching people like really like at a human level, to show them like crypto is more than just like code. It's about the code of the community and how people operate and treat each other, and supply information and help one another. And like, to me, it's a really amazing story, because crypto should be fun, and you should be like really enjoying it. And when you can enjoy it, like it even when it's going down, like you are assured that you're going to come back, because you have made friends, how the system works, and like you're part of something a lot bigger than just a trading bot, maybe making you money, maybe losing you money. And I just want to tell everybody that, because it's it is really touching, and it's it just so shows the human side of like this project in comparison to so many other things out there. So
Yeah, absolutely bold. No, well said, brother. And yeah, again, we said it over and over and over. This is a very different protocol than 99% of other crypto projects. So again, when we say don't sell EMP, that is very different than how you profit in other protocols. But that's what makes EMP so special, is that it is different. And that's why when we started EMP, it was one of the only economic models where everybody can win. And, that sounds, again, too good to be true, but through the power of crypto and decentralized finance, that is really becoming a reality, and has been a reality when we are above peg. So again, the whole idea is that we get back above peg. At our low point, we were at about 0.4 peg. Now we are at 0.85. We've been hovering around that, which is really healthy, considering where we are. That's only about 14% below peg. And peg is calculated purely on buying and selling of EMP. So the more buying of EMP, the closer we get to peg. The more selling of EMP, the farther below we get to peg. And peg is a 4,000 to 1 ratio on actual Ethereum. So again, that's a bit of a background. If all of this doesn't make sense to you, or is a bit overwhelming, please do not get discouraged. We encourage you to take our academy, the EMP Academy, that will explain all of the fundamentals in detail, so that you then can learn how to utilize our system the best way. So, all right, so now that you know about PEG and how that affects the protocol, when we're above PEG, which is actually 1.01. So when this, let me pull up the boardroom, hang on. All right, so the boardroom is very powerful. So when this number here gets above 1.01, then the boardroom will turn on and start printing. And this peg calculation is actually different than the homepage. The homepage peg calculation is in real time of what the peg is. This is the time weighted average price or TWAP of PEG. So this number will fluctuate based on a 6-hour average of where PEG is at and has been. So right now, again, the idea is we do everything we can to get this number to 1.01. And the way to do that is with new buying volume on EMP, or at the very least, less selling pressure on EMP. So again, that is the theory behind all of this. And with eShare, this is why eShare has value, because over time, the only way to produce more EMP is by having it in the boardroom, staked to where when we do start printing again, you're able to earn fresh EMP off the market. Now, when the boardroom is printing, again, and you get EMP, the last thing you want to do is sell that EMP. You want to actually utilize it to make even more Ethereum. And again, this is where the infinite money loop comes into play. I'm just giving everybody a background before I explain it. So, and again, you can see the last time we printed, the APR was 1200%. And that's why eShare is so valuable, because once the boardroom is printing, that's when we see eShare get to $1,000, $1,200, $2,000 per eShare. So again, that is how valuable it is. And I've seen other comments too, about the emissions on eShare. So we are looking into extending the emissions of eShare for another year while we continue to build out the final form of EMP. But even if we did that, it's not like typically the more supply a token has, the less valuable it is. However, we already planned for this when we launched EMP and eShare, and there is only 26,000 eShare that will be in circulation by the end of year one. Even if we continued emissions for another year, that's only about 50,000 eShare in total supply, when almost every other Tomb fork and Tomb model like this has 100,000 shares. So we really won't see a situation where eShare becomes less valuable, even if there is more in circulation, because we have mechanisms like Reactor that is always locking up more eShare. And that's why I mentioned a thing called supply shock that we haven't even seen happen yet. And that's when, the boardroom starts printing, eShare will be in great demand, and there will not be enough eShare to go around, because it's all locked up in Reactor. So really, there's more eShare being locked up than there is emitted, and that could absolutely skyrocket the price of eShare. So, all right, that's all the background information. Now let's go into what the infinite money loop is. So what you do is you want to start in the farm. So let me go to the farm. Alright, and what you want to be focused on is accumulating as much EMP ETH LP as you possibly can. So right now, if you're new to EMP, say you had $1,000 to invest, you would want to do $500 of Ethereum, $500 of EMP, pair that up into a liquidity pair, and then put it into this protocol. And then be able to
Not
earn.
financial advice,
Right,
just
exactly.
functional advice.
Thank you, Bull. Yes, everything we're going to go over today is simply the ideal strategy of how to utilize your funds. It is not a call to invest. It is not financial advice. And again, we are not financial advisors. No expectation of profit from the work of others. We're simply going over how to best utilize the protocol. So if you don't know how to make an LP pair, you can even just hit this lightning bolt button to zap in, and it will do it for you. So you can choose BNB, BUSD, all the different partner tokens that will allow you to zap in that way as well. So again, but it is good that you learn how to make an LP token, because that will help you in your DeFi journey moving forward. So, all right, so you're in the EMP ETH farm, you're earning eShare. Well, that eShare you can sell for more Ethereum. And so, again, not financial advice, but I would take a portion of my e-share and I would hold it in preparation for the boardroom print. But then I'd also take a small percentage and just sell it to Ethereum. So now I'm accumulating Ethereum through eShare, and then when the boardroom is printing, the eShare that you have in the boardroom will produce more EMP, and then you pair up your Ethereum that you've gained by selling eShare, pair that up with the EMP that the boardroom prints, and now you go back into making EMP ETH LP, and then making more eShare, and then continue the cycle. So that is what the infinite money loop is. Again, Bull, I don't know if you want to explain that a little bit better. It's good to hear from multiple people. But yeah, on the surface, what will you just reiterate what I just said? Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, man. I'll just be really succinct about it. So there's three things here currently, right? The detonator, the farm, and the reactor. The boardroom is hidden right now because we are at 0.85 peg, and as AJ so eloquently put, when we get to 101, through more buying of VMP than selling, the boardroom is going to turn on and the price of eShare is going to explode. And so ideally what you want to do is take, if you had that $1,000 investment, is make sure that you are on EMP ETH LP, half Ethereum, $500 in Ethereum, $500 in EMP. With that, you can put that on the farm. You can put it in the detonator. Obviously, if you put it in the detonator, you're going to have your chance at a lottery. If you're on the farm, you are going to be farming eShare. And so when you're farming eShare, you can take that eShare and take it and and produce, an asset that you can sell here without hurting the peg, that 101 number we're looking for, and increase your position in EMP ETH LP, or, bank it for when we get above 101 so that you can stake it inside the boardroom and then earn EMP once the boardroom starts printing. And so with that, you have a couple options, obviously, to decide what you want to do. But when you're on the farm, you're going to produce eShare inside, inside the detonator. You're going to have that chance at the lottery. And then when you withdraw, you're going to have LP that you could put right back on the farm. And because you can recycle that LP, that's part of the infinite money loop. You can put it from one spot to the next and earn more on that asset that you just farm. So it would basically, because we like to use a seed analogy here, like if you're farming, you're going to produce a crop, the eShare. You can take that eShare and then put it in your farm, or like in your barn, saving it, just banking it, and waiting for that payday so that you can sell your crops down the road. Or you can sell those crops right away at the market on PancakeSwap, and increase your farm so that your next harvest is bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and so on and so forth. So I feel like I've been talking a little bit too long, but
no, that was great. Yeah, that was amazing, Bull. Thank you. Again, it helps to hear it from multiple people. And again, you have to hear this a couple of times for it to sink in. But once you have that light bulb moment, we call it the light bulb moment, where everything clicks, you absolutely understand the power of our protocol and how EMP is essentially an Ethereum miner for you, mining you actual Ethereum during a bear market at a much better rate than an actual miner would, especially now that Ethereum is proof of stake. All those miners are obsolete anyway. But yeah, I mean, it's just an amazing way to accumulate ETH and earn sustainably through our platform. So one thing that infinite money loop relies on heavily is the boardroom printing. Well, what if the boardroom isn't printing? Well, this is Infinite Money Loop version 2 that is absolutely bullish as hell that we're going to go over next. And then we'll wrap it up with other ways to utilize your EMP outside of our ecosystem as well. But this is the Infinite Money Loop version 2 that we're just releasing today, again, through one of the posts I put out, all the puzzle pieces have fallen into place, and this is truly how you can utilize the infinite money loop right this very moment. So let's start that same concept that we just talked about, but let's utilize NFTs in that concept now. So what you're going to do is you're going to utilize the Sentinel Squadron NFTs. If you weren't able to get an NFT, then again, you can buy them on the secondary market, or we will be running a promo in the near future that will also help you maybe get a few more NFTs. So keep an eye out for that. This is simply a way, if you're already a Sentinel Squadron owner, on how to utilize this system properly. So you're going to buy your NFT, and then your NFT is going to issue you eShare and MDB rewards every single day, depending on how much NFTs you have. And so that is where, again, you can sell eShare and MDB. Again, we always say take a portion of your eShare and MDB and stake it into the respective protocols. But even selling MDB and eShare, that is also bullish because it gives other people an opportunity to get in cheaper and for you to realize some gains. And even MDB, Danny has said multiple times that with their tax structure, it's healthy for people to sell MDB because it actually helps the price go up over the long run. So for math purposes, we're going to focus on kilo, mega, and giga nodes. So this is the other half of this equation. So you have your NFT, and now you have nodes. And so nodes are really, really powerful as long as you're utilizing them the correct way. So what you don't want to do is go into nodes and then just sell your EMP rewards because again, not only does that reduce the peg, it reduces the APR in nodes. It's a quick buck, but really over the long run, you make way less money and you actually shoot yourself in the foot by selling your node emissions. But what you can do is, and we'll just focus on Giga because that's an easy way. And again, if you're able to afford a Giga, this could be a really great way to maximize your earnings. But a Giga node you would buy, that's approximately 8,000 EMP, or it is 8,000 EMP, approximately $2,600 at today's prices, and that is going to get you an estimated daily amount of EMP of about 25. So, what you would do is, you would then need a total of 4 Sentinel NFTs. So if you own a Giga node, and you have 4 Sentinel NFTs, the amount that you can sell your eShare and MDB for, you sell those for Ethereum, then you pair it up with this 25 estimated daily EMP that you get, create an LP token, and then go into Detonator or the farm every single day. So now, not only are you selling your eShare and MDB for Ethereum, but now you're also pairing up that Ethereum with the node outputs at a almost perfect 1-to-1 ratio. Again, as long as in a Giga you have 4 NFTs, it will produce almost the perfect amount of ETH to pair up. And then you go into the farm, and now you're earning from the farm again about 0.25 daily. As the price of eShare goes up, it'll be even more. On money, you're earning from the money that you've already earned, which again is just unbelievable that the opportunity for that is here. So I'll show a graphic as well really fast. Bear with me, and we will be releasing this after tonight's AMA for all of you to go over again, but let me pull it up one moment. Alright, so this is again everything I just outlined in a simple to see flowchart where you will swap your eShare MDB for Ethereum. then you pair that Ethereum up with the node emissions that you have. Again, a kilo node is 1 NFT that you'll need. A mega node is 2 NFTs that you'll need, and a giga node is about 4 NFTs that you will need to have that perfect ratio. But yes, you will pair up the ETH with the EMP from nodes, and then deposit that ETH EMP into the farm or into Detonator. But again, always build your farm positions first. That will earn you eShare, and then eShare can be used again to go into the boardroom or sell to take profit in further, or to buy more NFTs and more nodes to continue this process. So again, that is the finish line. The starting line again is getting your node. That node emits daily EMP. You pair that with the emissions from the Sentinel Squadron NFTs. You swap those rewards for actual Ethereum, and then you pair it up with the EMP that you've earned to make even more LP as you go forward. And what this does is every day, not only are you earning more and more through compounding or compound interest, but you're also accumulating actual Ethereum this entire way during a bear market. I mean, again, I don't know what could be better than that. So, Bull or LA, anything you guys want to elaborate on with this before I go over other use cases for EMP?
I think you nailed it, bro.
All right, amazing. Is there any last minute questions that we're seeing come up, LA or Bull?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
okay, yeah.
Yep. Can you guys explain the compound function on Sentinels? How does it work exactly? Do the worth of NFTs grow all over again and again?
Yeah, so you're not really getting into the NFTs. You know, again, there is an element of just hoping that the NFT value appreciates. But the true value in the NFTs is this yield. I mean, again, every day they're yielding about between 0.4 and 0.6 percent daily. The last few days, we've seen it at about a 0.5 percent daily. And again, that's going to depend on the price of eShare. So another reason you don't want to sell EMP is because that will in turn increase the value of eShare and make the NFT yields even more profitable as well. But yeah, I mean, over the long run, we will be buying NFTs off the market, which in theory, you know, would increase the value of the NFTs because there's less available. Um, but yeah, I mean, the NFTs themselves do not compound in value. Does that help, Bull? I don't know if you want to add to that. I
Yep.
don't know what
Yep.
their
And
question was.
so like those are 400% ROI too, right?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Oh no. I threw
Oh,
you a
no. Oh,
curveball.
you're talking about
Sorry.
nodes. No, yeah,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
NFTs produce forever. There is no max. So,
Yeah.
yeah,
See
sorry, Bull.
that?
I
Like
thought you meant
perfect.
nodes.
Yeah.
Go ahead, man. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I kind of threw you a curveball because you're talking about two things. But sorry. You know, and the great thing about that is where AJ said that the treasury can do floor sweeps to, you know, like hold up the price, which I don't think they're going to really need to do though, because the fact that these yield perpetually, and you're really in the driver's seat with collecting that paycheck on that, because as an owner of the ecosystem, you can actually make sure that your NFTs have a perpetual yield by, you know, having responsible action or positive action within the ecosystem, making sure that, you know, you're not selling, you know, let's just say hypothetically, if you are a person who, you know, you are yielding $20 a day off of your NFTs, it probably wouldn't be a smart thing to be selling $4 or $5, $10 in EMP a day, because, you know, over time you would potentially erode the value of your NFT's ability to produce, because when you lower the peg, you know, as AJ was saying, that is going to lower the price of eShare, because the price of eShare will rise in anticipation of reaching that 101 in the boardroom being on. So the higher that eShare price is, the better producing, the better the better yielding that you're going to see being produced from that NFT. So holding that NFT and then pairing it, like taking those rewards as AJ just went over, pairing the rewards off of that NFT with the rewards off of your nodes, it's the ultimate way to protect that the value of that NFT and watch it appreciate, because it's the reactor is not only going to cause a supply shock on that, but because there's a mechanism to have utility with EMP, another avenue for somebody to basically not have to do anything but come once a day if you want to and click claim, collect those rewards, and then click claim on your nodes, and then pair those up. There's a little bit of legwork in there between, but pairing up those things, and then producing like EMP ETH, just putting it on your farm, like it is the ultimate easiest way to protect your investment and make sure that, not only your farm position, your detonator position, your reactor position, are all safe and secure, but it also increases the value of your nodes, because all of these pieces have that symbiotic relationship with one another. And it's so beautiful and it's so simple once you have that light bulb moment to see everything that you can do to protect and grow your investment by literally the simplest, easiest thing not to do, and that's selling EMP. Because there's all the other ways to pair now with any type of EMP that you are having that you're producing. And so the only way that you can hurt your asset or your portfolio here is selling EMP. That is the thing to take away from all of this, that, hey, look, we can help everybody get, theirself in the right, that right percentages, so that you can make sure that you have the perfect amount coming off of your nodes to match your NFTs and vice versa. And then, we're going to see appreciation, because there's going to be an EMP shortage, because people are going to want to get in here and get, any of these NFTs that people are selling on the secondary market. I'm absolutely sure, because I've read it about 50 times, people are already like chomping at the bit for another NFT series. And so I know I'm super excited to see like more pieces of the puzzle and peg recovery fall into place, because when those things fall into place, I mean, we're going to see like a rocket ship takeoff of the ecosystem in all regards. And, where people have been saying, well, we're in the bear market and we got to wait for the bull market. Bullshit. We don't.
Totally.
This project launched at the end of the bull market, but the bear market was already coming, and so all of the people that have been here since the beginning, we've seen, really good gains happen. And so we know we've seen the power of the ecosystem in action. But the fortunate thing for all of us here right now is that this ecosystem is growing and the pieces to protect itself are falling into place. The ability for people to, with the NFTs, not have to do very much, really, like come and, you don't even have to claim once a day, right? Like that those rewards are going to build up, and, that'll be another strategy with the secondary market as well too. But the point here is that like the system is getting really easy and really profitable to protect itself through positive action. And so I would just encourage everybody to, think a little bit about how to get your portfolio in balance and see how you can minimize like any type of negative action, because that, that's going to kind of, we don't want that slingshot to hit you back in the face after you shoot. And so with all the pieces in place, I think like everybody's going to be like absolutely amazed and like just totally ecstatic that like they've been here, they believe, they've done their due diligence, they've put in the time, and I think everybody is about to be super happy about reaping the rewards.
Absolutely, Bull. Well said, brother. And again, all the pieces of the puzzle are now here. It's up to all of you to put that puzzle together. And like Bull said, we're doing everything we can to make that process even easier the more that we roll out these different options. So You know, and again, I mean, you know, it would be one thing if we were saying don't sell EMP and didn't have any other way of profiting or utilizing our ecosystem. That would just be absurd. But we are literally giving you the playbook, again, not financial advice, on how to profit even more by not selling EMP, because EMP truly is a utility token, and it's a means to generate more Ethereum and more eShare. And so again, once you understand that, and that you understand you can take profit in eShare while accumulating ETH the entire way, that is where, again, the protocol is extremely powerful. And maybe you get to a point where, you know, you built up a large EMP position in the farm, you know, and you do want to take profit, you know, absolutely. I mean, if you want to exit the protocol, then by all means, that would be the point where you would sell EMP. But again, you know, I know for me, the most wealth I've ever made is by holding assets that produce more assets and living off of the yield. So you would never want to kill your golden goose or chop down, you know, a money tree when those assets are just producing you more assets. And so again, that's where we say, you know, accumulate EMP ETH LP. Don't ever sell that because it is what will yield you even more through eShare and other parts of our protocol. So, and again, if you don't want to, you know, sell your EMP, but you want to diversify into other things, we have options for that as well. So there's literally no excuse to sell EMP, period. And I want to go over a few of those really fast, and then we'll open it up to some more questions. So one more moment here. All right, we'll pull this back up. So, if you do have a bunch of EMP and you don't have a bunch of fresh capital, or you're producing more EMP through nodes than you have NFTs or the reactor to pair with those emissions, rather than selling your EMP, you can, number one, just hold it, because we've said all along there will be future, even more use cases coming to EMP. So there will be a point, like Bolger said, where EMP will be very scarce as well. So you can just hold EMP in the hopes that it will go up in value, or you can use it to, again, produce even more assets. So one of those things is our partnership with Splinterland. So, oh, let me go to, sorry, this is Reactor. Bear with me here. All right, here we go. So, Generator is our Detonator as a service with Splinterlands, but part of our agreement with them was that you are able to actually spend EMP within Splinterlands. So, you'll go to Detonator as a service, come here to the generator, and then go up here and click this little banner ad, and it will open a new window. And this is how you can get involved in Splinterlands. So again, you'll go to login at the top, and you will create an account. And we are rolling out a full Academy course on how to utilize Splinterlands and your EMP to profit through either playing or renting or whatever strategy you may have. So again, you can create an account just by using an email or one of the other login mechanisms, MetaMask or even Keychain. You will eventually want to use a Keychain wallet. Keychain is essentially the MetaMask version of a wallet on the Hive and blockchain. Again, it's a feeless transaction blockchain. So definitely do some more research on that. And what we have videos that explain how to set up your account with Splinterlands. But by utilizing EMP, a lot of our community members are earning up to 40% APR while maintaining a price appreciating asset in the cards themselves. So again, an amazing way to use your EMP to get into other protocols as well. So, all right, let me go back. Hang on one moment. Alright, so that was one way to utilize your EMP. Another way would be to go into X-perps as well. Like I mentioned earlier, again, we'll have a link on all of our socials, and there will be a banner ad. Let me just see if it's on. Hang on one moment. Alright, so we don't have it up yet, but there will be a banner ad above the cultivator page as well that will bring you to that single staking vault that we discussed earlier. So both of those things, again, are immediate use cases for EMP to be able to lock it up and earn from it without selling it as well. So, alright, I think those were all the loose ends. Let me pull up my notes again. LA or Bull, anything you want to go over before we start taking questions? Go ahead.
Hey AJ, I just wanted to say something about the NFTs.
Yeah, Joe,
I
go
mentioned,
ahead, brother. Yep.
yeah, no, and yeah, nice job there. I'm looking forward to your Chris Farrell video. So yeah, very cool, laying out how to utilize that EMP because that is the goal at the end of the day. But yeah, I think the way that I look at the NFTs, and I mentioned this in Telegram, is I look at them as fractionalized real estate, and I don't think Mr. Mashek, is that how you say his name? I don't think he's on tonight.
Yeah,
But
Mr. Magic, yeah. Yeah, another one of
yeah,
our
I
long-term members. Yeah, go ahead, Joe, for
yeah,
sure.
so like in real estate, and he can confirm better, but I think if you can get anything about 15% ROI on your real estate property, like rentals and everything, that's considered you're doing really well. So just think of this as digital real estate. You own an asset like you would own a house, and you're getting rent for it in the form of daily rewards.
Totally.
Yeah, and the difference here is you don't need an attorney on retainer to throw anyone out. You don't need a Tony Soprano to go collect the rent because it's just all code on the internet that's done automatically.
Hey, that's why we got Jesse, though. Come on now, let's be real.
we do. But yeah, I mean, it's as easy as buying the NFT, keeping it in your wallet, and the rewards just build up. And, you know, for most people, it doesn't make sense to collect it every day. And I know it's brand new, it's exciting, and you want to, you know, claim those rewards. But Jake did a fantastic job getting the fees down. But it's going to be different for everyone. But for me, I probably will go in once a week, maybe every 2 weeks, something like that. But yeah, no, it's just amazing because with the 0.4, if you look at, well, let's look at the 15%, you know, if you're doing really well in real estate, that's 0.041 per day. So that means these Sentinel NFTs are paying 10 times as much as you would get in real estate. So, I mean, talk about an easy button for $300. You pick up a digital property, you get paid every day. It's all automated. And then there's mechanisms where you don't have to think about, well, what do I do with this money now? Well, there's options, and it's just an amazing thing. And like Bull said, this isn't like a node that turns off after a certain ROI. As long as you hold it, it keeps paying. So it really, I think it will sink in with people more and more over time. And the people that got in early, I think, are going to be really excited long term. And just like real estate, if you don't want it anymore down the road, you just sell it.
Yes, amazing, bro. Amazing, Joe. Everybody in the comments are saying you're spitting the truth, brother. And yeah, I mean, what an amazing analogy that we've touched on a few times, but you just drove it home, comparing these NFTs, and any yield-producing NFT has this analogy of being a piece of digital real estate, or again, an income-producing asset, just like you would have in the real world through a rental property, or any, you know, asset or business that produces a yield. This is all all in the blockchain, and I can tell you, I've been in commercial real estate. This is the easy button without a doubt. Like Joe said, no real estate attorneys, nobody having to collect rent for you, no headaches, nobody calling you
Nope.
at 2 in the morning and saying their toilet is broken. So yeah,
I
Joe.
was just going to say that exactly. Plunge that toilet. It's always 2 a.m.
Yeah, no doubt, brother. So again, this is a perfect example of that. And again, if you're not happy with the yield, or maybe you want to buy something nice for your significant other, or go on a family vacation, then you just sell some of the NFTs, and that is again another way to profit while you've earned yield the entire time of owning it. And yeah, I mean, like Joe said, if you equate that 14% yield yearly in real estate to what we're offering here, it's a 10 times multiple, which in theory means, these NFTs could be worth 10 times the amount of money they are right now, which puts our Sentinel Squadron NFT at about $3,000 a piece. So again, it hasn't been a week yet. It'll be a week this weekend, and we have to let the dust settle, and for people to realize how profitable this all is, and then that's when again another round of FOMO will kick in, and again it will help the ecosystem grow as well. So again, thanks, Joe. Always loving your input, and again, it helps all of us to speak from different point of views that resonates with everybody listening. So, and speaking of everybody listening, we have about 70 people on the live stream. So please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And again, we love to hear from you in the chat. So, all right, LA or Bull, any other questions that I overlooked?
Yeah, there was one. I'm gonna have to scroll up, but oops. Compound, everyone.
Yes, again, we're not gonna be able to get to it again today. Make sure you compound in Detonator. If there's a major snipe, somebody come on and let me know. We'll celebrate that. But yeah, again, this AMA and the majority of the future AMAs will be simply about giving more info, not about the rollovers. But yeah, compound.
It is.
Yep.
Can you explain why e-share emissions have been prolonged and what's the goal after that? Will the farm still be up for e-shares?
Yeah, so absolutely. So again, the initial emission schedule was based on 1 year, and so we launched in January of last year. So we have until January of this coming year to make a decision. But again, the idea is that we continue emissions for another year, and then we will either get rid of them completely, or we'll do a diminishing model similar to Bitcoin with the halvening, where every year there will be less e-share by half. So again, we're emitting about 25,000 a year at the moment. Next year would be another 25,000, but then each additional year would be in half. So the year after that would be 12,500. The year after that, 6,250, and so on and so on. And so even after 10 years, there's way less circulating supply of eShare than there would be with any other traditional model. And the idea is that the protocol scales at a faster rate than what those eShares are needed, especially with a lot being locked up in Reactor. So even though we're inflating the supply, it's still bullish for the price of eShare because it's more and more in demand as the protocol grows. So again, it's just simple, fractional reserve economics, but it's a much more conservative approach because we have actual rules in place where we're not just, letting our tokens inflate to infinity. It's all based on, again, demand in the ecosystem. So yeah, hopefully that helps. again, I think people get
2 minutes, everybody.
yeah, there you go, Bull. Thank you. So yeah, I think people get a little bit too overly concerned. I mean, obviously, traditionally, the more supply a token has, the less value. But I think that we're gonna do a great job of managing the demand through our boardroom printing. And a lot of you haven't seen it yet, but once the boardroom turns on, new shares will go absolutely stupid. And again, not financial advice. But just because you're able to earn so much through the boardroom, it gives an inherent value to the price of each share, and especially when there's not a lot in circulation. So you can go back and listen to our AMA yesterday, where we ran through all the math behind the demand of each share, and what the fair market value would be, and it's well over $800 per each share. So yeah, hopefully that helps.
I'll just point out the boardroom gives eShare another use case. There's already a ton of use cases. So the boardroom is just the one that people are most familiar with tomb forks. And so that's what a lot of outsiders are going to see. And so it's our job inside to tell the people outside there's more here than just, what was there in the original tomb model. It's way more it's a lot better. It's a lot more profitable. It's a lot more sustainable, a lot beefier, a lot sexier. 40 seconds to compound, everybody.
Amazing. Yeah, absolutely, Bull. And yep, absolutely. Everybody compound last minute in Detonator. If you don't know what we're talking about, just bear with us and go through the Academy. I see another question too about the Academy. Yeah, not only are we releasing an entire new module on Splinterlands, hosted by one of our awesome community members, Steve Rader 82. He was on our AMA yesterday. I don't think he's here now. I saw him a little bit earlier, but anyway, we're going to be rolling that out ASAP, and we will have another module on NFTs as well. Again, we're doing everything at breakneck speed, but realize, it does take a lot of effort and time to put together those videos. And I mean, we're not even a week old of the NFTs, but yeah, we'll definitely be going over all of this that we discussed today in the EMP Academy as well. So, all right, awesome. All right, Bold, did we get any last minute snipes on Detonator or
60?
All right. Wow, that was a good one today. Somebody got away with a really good snipe. Again, the minimum is 300, so that is a major win.
Oh, I'm sorry. Woo, I didn't even notice, bro. Like 251 took it, 65, 62, and then 60. So 3 of them came in right after.
Wow.
I said that, of course. So
all right, there you
but
go.
amazing,
So,
like
yeah.
beast mode.
That is beast mode.
It's waking up.
Yeah, man, no doubt. A lot of new volume in Detonator. Again, the game theory behind Detonator and Reactor is very, very unique. And so, yeah, you can try to get cute and get a low snipe in through, those 60, 40, 50, 60 LPs. Or you do what we always suggest is making your first shot your best shot and going in heavy with that 250 or 300, or we've even seen, up to 700 or 1,000 LP snipes. And again, no matter what you get, as long as you're the largest depositor, you will have your deposit doubled. So again, it really incentivizes those of you trying to snipe those contracts. So, all right, awesome. LA, let me pull up my notes. Was there anything else you wanted me to go over, LA, on our sheet? Or I think I pretty much went over it. I know we're a little bit out of order today, but yeah.
Yeah, right before we do the little contest, I was just going to say the Academy. If you're sleeping on that, I mean, this little wheel that AJ's turning every night because of our generous benefactor, I guess you'll say, Gene, who's donated some eShare BNB LP that we're pulling prize winners for every night. because the price of eShare BNB has skyrocketed, that 0.1 LP is worth quite a lot. So if the incentive wasn't high enough, that the Academy itself and how amazing it is and how much it can show you all the strategies and everything of how amazing this protocol is and how it can change your life, if that wasn't incentive enough, I'm guessing this giveaway probably is enough to inspire you to get enrolled and graduate from the Academy, because we're going to be picking these winners every night for, I mean, what, the next 2-3 months?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Gene, again, one of our amazing benefactors and, good actors in our ecosystem, has been very, very kind with his, success in EMP and all the opportunities that EMP has given him, that he approached us a few weeks ago and said, what can I do to incentivize some things in the ecosystem? And this is what he came up with on encouraging all of you to take the academy and even giving a financial incentive to do so. So, like LA said, not only are you able to earn the most in our ecosystem by learning from the academy, but now you can actually potentially win. Right now, it's about $80 of LP, which is just insane, every single day from just completing the academy and linking up your wallet address. So exciting times, and yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and pull that up, LA. And even if you're a veteran, like make sure you take the academy again. I mean, even myself, I find myself, going through the academy, working on it with Kirk and getting everything together and thinking, man, that is a really important point that maybe we need to go over more on the AMAs. And so again, that's how we put this curriculum together, is by going over that. So a ton of value, both inside and outside of EMP. So, all right, one more moment. Let me pull up the Wheel of Fortune here. No copyright infringement, please. So, all right, Kirk.
It's the wheel of the fortunate.
Yeah, and the Wheel of the Fortunate. I love it. So yeah, Kirk, while I pull that up,
Yeah.
anything you want to add? Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, do your thing, and I will just tack on to what you were just saying and what LA was saying, which is you're going to see a lot of new stuff coming from the Academy. And as we've been talking about, the first thing that's coming out sometime next week will be the new Splinterlands training series. And along with that is going to come, this is some alpha just for the 70 or so 100 people. I guess there's almost 100 between the two channels right now. Alpha there. It's going to be a course just like the Core Academy, so that you can take it and you get your own certificate just for Splinterlands. But then we're going to be doing some giveaways and stuff that require that you have that certificate too, that are going to be Splinterlands centric. So
yes,
even
brother.
more stuff coming. So, once that comes online, you not only need to have your Splinterlands Academy certificate, but you need the Core Academy certificate too. So might as well get that done now if you haven't done it.
Yes, great point, Kirk. Again, always dropping some alpha for you. So yeah, we'll have two certificates of completion, one for the main EMP Academy and one for the Splinterlands module. And we will be doing some giveaways based on that. So again, we run a guild in Splinterlands. We hire a professional Splinterlands player to help coach everybody as far as what cards may be better than others, and EMP is investing into Splinterlands already through our affiliate commissions. We have built a portfolio of a couple of $1,000s in cards, and we are utilizing that even at this very moment to produce funds that, again, we roll back into more cards. And over the long run, the idea is that that becomes another revenue stream for EMP by renting cards and then using the rental income to buy and burn EMP indefinitely. So yeah, lots of amazing stuff. And like Kirk said, if you do the Splinterlands Academy through EMP, you'll be eligible for even more giveaways. I have a bunch of cards and packs that we'll be giving away to all those lucky graduates. So, all right, I'm gonna pull up the wheel. Give me one more moment. And we have some amazing carnival music to set the mood. So, all right, here we go. All right, here it is. Our Wheel of the Fortunate, coined by Bill Gates. So again, this all populates in real time. All the wallet addresses are based on everybody that has completed the academy. If you have not completed the academy and want to be eligible for the 0.1 you share BNB LP giveaway, just make sure you complete the academy and link your wallet address in your dashboard. So, all right, here we go. Good luck, everybody. All right. Well, this person, woo-ha, they did not link their address, unfortunately. So we're gonna have to spin it again. Again, you don't have to put in any information that would be doxing to you, but we do need your wallet address to be able to distribute the funds. So, all right, we're gonna draw again. All right, there we go. There's a good winner here, Jacob. Again, maybe our very own Jacob. Who knows? We'll have to find out later. But wallet address FB9B. Jacob is one of our esports specialists. He was at Splinterfest rather, with LA, and he's part of our esports division. But it may be another Jacob, I don't know. But there you go. Congrats, Jacob, whoever that is. And that is about $80 worth of LP that you won, and that we'll be giving away every single day here as we move forward. So, alright, one more moment while I pull up my notes back, and we will take a few more questions. Alright, there you have it. LA or Bull, any last minute questions? Again, today was another long one, but we wanted to go over a bunch of info. So go ahead.
I'm scrolling through a couple of things here.
As Bull scrolls through that, I just want to say something about experps and the consideration over there. I know there's a 2.5% withdrawal fee, but if you have extra EMP, it's really not a bad deal because there's no deposit fee on one of the farms over there. The way I look at it is pretty straightforward. Say you put in $100 worth of EMP, 2.5% would be $2.50. So one strategy to consider would be, before it rolls over, which is in about 50 minutes, 49 minutes, you would take those rewards and you have two choices. You can claim them, or what I'm going to do is compound them. And I'm going to compound them until I get my 2.5%. So let's just say it's $100 until I get 250. Then you can take that 250, trade it for EMP, and that makes up for what you lost. And then everything after that's gravy. So I think it's an amazing strategy. So if you're just sitting on EMP, you don't have enough for a node, or you don't want to lock it into a node at this time, this is a great way to get some yield on something that's pretty straightforward.
Absolutely, Joe. Great point, brother. And again, the experts pool just launched yesterday, so we're getting all the info together over the next few days. The team will be here live tomorrow. actually, we needed to push it one more day. Tomorrow is Friday. That's usually my day off, but definitely this weekend we'll have it straight from the horse's mouth, so to speak, on how to participate. But like Joe said, I mean, you know, they are a trusted partner, and really it's a matter of yielding through their platform. They are doing it not only to help EMP, but to get people exposed to their experts protocol. And again, you know, we never suggest liquidating your assets at EMP, but we absolutely suggest being well diversified into many protocols that we at least can get behind. Again, MDB, Xperps, Splinterlands, Hydro Whales, just to name a few of the many protocols that we have trusted relationships with. And again, in the landscape of DeFi right now, it's a scary time where you hope you don't wake up tomorrow and have those anonymous devs, stealing all your money. So we always promote protocols that we've done some due diligence behind. And at the end of the day, again, everybody's responsible for their own decisions. Nobody is here to push the buttons for you. But if we can all work together to help push DeFi forward, that is another amazing benefit of being here at EMP. So, all right, well, I think I'm going to wrap it up then. We went over everything today. Again, the infinite money loop, both with and without the boardroom, and the infinite money loop utilizing NFTs. So, keep an eye out for a standalone video coming up later tonight, and even more promos as we gear up for another round of involvement this week and next week, moving into the end of the month on the health of the ecosystem. So, all right, amazing. Bull, again, my co-host with the most. Any last words before we go?
Be your own strongest advocate. Think good things about yourself. Don't treat yourself badly, because people are going to see how you hold yourself, and they're going to treat you accordingly. So treat yourself like you're gold every day, and tell yourself 3 good things that you like about yourself every day.
I love it. There you go. Not only how to be a better DeFi user, but also how to be a better human being. So right on, Bull. All right, awesome. LA, any other last minute announcements? And then we'll wrap it up.
Nope, you guys got it.
All right, awesome. Well, thanks again, everybody that joined us today. Again, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, as well as leaving some comments. I'd love to answer questions in the comments. If we did not get to your question, either again post it in our socials or save it for the next AMA. So Fridays are usually our only day off in terms of AMAs. However, we may do a community run AMA in Telegram tomorrow, but I will definitely be back on Saturday. And again, we should have some even more alpha and maybe even a special promo coming over the weekend as well. So keep an eye out for that. Again, our goal here is to provide, an earning potential with everything we do, and we have even more awesome news coming. So, all right, everybody, good night, good day. We'll see you tomorrow. Well, 2 days. We'll see you Saturday.